2-month update. I'm really sorry that there was no 1-month update around her 1-month birthday. I don't know, whenever she was a month old, she had a bit of a cold, as did Ari and me and Richie. We all got it all around the same time, and like one after the other, and so I just never got around to it. So I'm sorry. Anyway, here, as I said, here is her 2-month update, and it is so difficult to believe that little Miss has been with us for 2 months now. She's starting to get a little sleepy. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, yeah? So as for how she's been doing, she has been a very good baby. Like, I know that phrase is so weird. I always find that phrase weird. It's a good baby. Like, how is a baby a good baby? I don't know. But yeah, she eats really well. She sleeps really well. She doesn't really... Oh, that was a good little burp there. I mean, she does have her little witching hour, and oh my goodness, those are not fun. We're sometimes between 7 and 11. She'll scream for like an hour or two, somewhere in that time frame, and it's just not fun. Let's see if my camera will let me actually film today, because it does not seem to want to. I'm sorry. Anyway, so what was I saying? I don't know. So Iris, in general, eats about every, I guess you could say, 1.5 to 4 hours. Like at night, she'll start kind of cluster feeding every hour, hour and a half. She'll want to feed, but I'm very nervous about feeding her before she reaches the 1.5 hour mark, because she has a tendency to overeat and then throw it up. Like, I've never had this with Ari. Ari was a huge spit up baby, but this one, no. Like, when I say throw up, I mean like projectile vomit several times. It is absolutely terrifying to deal with, but yeah, that happens, and so I'm very careful not to feed her too close together, even if she is screaming at me, which... But yeah, I just don't want her to get sick and then be even more hungry than she was before. She does have some issues with latching still. I mean, she'll latch, it's just not, it's a very shallow one, and so like we have to work with her a little bit to get her to actually latch, and then she'll unlatch a couple times during nursing, and so she tends to swallow a fair amount of air from that. So she does take gas drops. Like, I give her Mylicon drops a couple times a day to try and relieve some of the pressure. She does have to take vitamin D drops because, unlike with Ari, who was born in the spring, this one's born in the winter, and so I'm not as willing to take her outside and experience the sun quite as much as I did with Ari. Ari, I took her outside every single day. With Iris, it's just too cold. I'm not taking her outside in the cold because it's like a humid cold, and so it's like bone chilling cold, and I'm not taking the newborn, and so she takes vitamin D drops every day. Her hair is still darker than ours. Like, it's kind of fallen out a bit in the front because she does. The doctor says it's not cradle cap. It says it just looks like eczema, and I mean, Ari has eczema too, so I'm not too surprised about the eczema, but yeah, apparently she has cradle cut, and poor thing, she also has my oily scalp, and so yeah, it constantly looks really crusty and oily, and I just washed her hair earlier to try and get rid of some of the oil, and so you can see how curly it is, but I promise it's all going to be stuck to her head probably by tomorrow, just from natural oils in her skin, just like her mama. As for sleeping, she sleeps really well. She can sleep through Ari screaming, thank God. Because yeah, that child can be really loud whenever she's excited, which is almost all of the time. And so, yay! She can sleep through loud noises, she can sleep through quiet. At night, she'll sleep between 4 to 6 hours at a time before waking up to nurse. And that's only been a thing as of this past week. Before that, it was 2 to 4 hours. But, yeah, I mean, usually at this point, I say usually at this point, as I said, she's been doing this for like a week now. But for the most part, her waking up every 2 hours is whenever she's cluster feeding, and then she has a growth spurt right after that. But yeah, before she got to the 4 to 6 hours, it was 3 to 4 hours. So she's been doing pretty good for a while now, sleep-wise. And then during the day, yeah, once she's out, she's pretty much out. She doesn't sleep in our bed as much anymore. She's much more willing to sleep in the rock and play. But her favorite place to sleep is the swing, probably because she can just relax there, awake, and still have the rocking motion day or night, and then just, rock herself back to sleep if she's, not wanting to socialize or eat. So I guess that's why she likes it so much. Huh. She is a very, very happy baby. Whenever she is awake, she is wide awake. She loves to make eye contact with you. She can now see, like, pretty far away. Like, she can make eye contact like 3-4 feet away now. So her eyesight's getting better. But yeah, she'll smile, she'll kind of giggle a little bit. She hasn't really full belly laughed yet, but she'll coo. She likes playing on her little floor mat. She loves whenever Ari comes over and talks to her. Ari loves to hold her. Like, she'll just sit there with her arm like this, and Iris laying up against her. It's so cute to see. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, we have had colds. Well, I say colds. She's had a cold twice now, which I feel so bad about, but being born in November, that tends to happen. Ari didn't have one until she was, goodness, like 9 months old, the first time she had a cold. Iris, she got one not even a month old whenever she got her cold. So poor thing. And the way that it goes with her, she gets all mucusy, and then whenever she's eating, she swallows the mucus and it gets in her tummy, and then she throws it up, and I just feel so bad. She's a little trooper, huh? She does not like me using the saline mist in her nose or the little baby syringe, but gotta do what you gotta do. Huh. Very different from her sister, who will come up to me with the syringe and be like, hey, can you do it? Because for some reason this child loves me taking care of her nose. I don't get it. This one, so far, does not. But I mean, she's only 2 months old. So, yeah, she doesn't understand why I'm sticking things up her nose, poor baby. So, we do tummy time, and she handles tummy time very well. She doesn't scream the whole time, unlike Ari whenever she was this age. Iris is generally good for about 5 minutes before she starts being like, okay, I'm ready to not look at the sofa. But she has rolled over from her belly to her back one time. I suspect it was partially due to the fact that she was kicking off my leg, but for the most part, she lobster crawls, like she goes backwards whenever she's on her tummy. She'll lift up her head a little bit and then put it back down. She loves just laying on her back, though. Loves just laying on her back and having you talk to her. Or if we hold her up, like this, except facing us and talking to her. But her absolute favorite position for us to hold her, whenever she's not in a social mood, is on her shoulder, like this. If she's upset, generally, this position right here calms her down. Yeah. Yeah. You got my hair. Can I have my hair back? I'd really like my hair back. Thank you. That mom life, huh? But as for me, I never really did post my postpartum video. I made a 1-week postpartum video after I made her 1-week update. But since it took so long for me to start posting videos, I just never posted it. So I am sorry about that. But anyway, so short little update for me postpartum, 2 months. I stopped bleeding somewhere between like 2-3 weeks. The reason I say 2-3 weeks is I pretty much stopped, minus, a little bit of spotting here and there. at 2 weeks, and you know, I spotted for about another week or so, and so yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. Still have not had my first period. 2 months along. For Ari, I think I bled for 4 weeks and then had my first period at 6 weeks postpartum, so that was not fun. And yeah, since we're planning on using an IUD as birth control, I have to wait until my first period to put it in, and it still has not come yet, and so yeah, still waiting on that. And I don't know whether I'm happy that my period has not come, because you know, don't have to deal with that. On the other hand, I just want to get the IUD and be done with it, and yeah, I have to wait for my period to come for that. So yeah, that's this one's 2-month update. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Mama, let me go to sleep now, okay?